Hello, this is Dale Calvert. I'd like to welcome you to this week's MLM Minute. This is really important, what I want to share with you. And this is a concept. You can test it with the top people in your company. You can look at this, and this is something that it's mandatory. It's not something that you should do, or it's not a suggestion for you. If you want to really build a great team, and if you want to really build a duplicating team, this is key. As human beings, we have 5 levels of communication. Number 1 is chit-chat. Chit-chat, that's level 1. And chit-chat is, how are you doing today? I'm doing all right, how are you? Listen, they don't care how you're doing. You don't really care how they're doing. It's just pleasantries that we do as human beings daily when we walk in. Level 2 is restating facts. You might talk about the weather, you might talk about the ball game, the Super Bowl, current events, what's happening in the news, current events. Level 3 is I believe. And when you make an I believe statement, you're kind of putting yourself out there a little bit. It's more personal. And you know, we've all met people, we've talked and we chit-chat, and then we kind of move to a state of restating facts, and maybe we're sitting in a doctor's office, and then all of you have had somebody, they make an I believe statement, you just met them, and you're thinking, man, I totally disagree with that. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. But we don't say that because we just met the person. If it was my brother, we could get into an argument about it. I would tell my brother, you know, I think, you know, that's ridiculous. But a brand new person, you just kind of, you don't know what to say. The 4th level is conviction, and the 5th level is conviction with emotion. Level 5 communication is when you communicate with conviction and emotion about what you're doing. If you look at the top people in your company, here's what I can promise you. They communicate at level 4 and 5. Conviction and conviction with emotion. They believe and people feel that when they communicate. And this is no big secret, but then again, I'm surprised at how many people have been around this industry 10, 12, 15 years, and when they communicate about their opportunity or the product line, they're communicating at level 2. They're restating facts. As long as you're restating facts, you aren't going to attract anybody to what you're doing. So learn to communicate at level 5. Years ago, we used to do major conferences, you know, thousands of people in attendance, and I'd put together the host speakers, all the speakers, and before they got ready to go on stage, I would always tell them, level 5, level 5, level 5. I heard a preacher one time, he said, if you set yourself on fire, people will come to watch you burn. This is Dale Calvert. We'll see you next week on the MLM Minute.